Is this on? I think this is on. I have to explain myself to my subscribers. It is Saturday, December 14th, 2019, 12:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This idea comes from my partner, who said that I should make a video to explain what's going on with my channel. He didn't say it in that way, but kinda, right? And he's right. I don't tell him I said that. He's rarely right. And if he thinks that he's right now, he'll just always think he's right. I'm shedding hair everywhere. I comb my hair out on a brush, like a wooden comb, but okay. Here's an update for those who, okay, just so you know what the context. I've lost 23 subscribers, like in the past few days. 23 people were like, F it, I'm out of here. What the hell is this even? No. I want to explain what's happened. I also want to put Vaseline on my lips because they're dry. And I know this light, I've got a big, huge window in front of me, and it's overcast. It's like a rainy day. It's raining, mild out. It was supposed to be like a seasonal festive light walk, but I think I'm going to copy the itinerary. Also, I'm feeling too anxious to go out there, and I'm going to copy the itinerary and do that walk myself when there's snow and stuff. Yeah, right. I don't know. I hope I do. Anyway, here's the thing. My subscribers went down by 560%. I believe this has a lot to do with the 126 videos I exported from Twitch to YouTube. My channel has been here since 2006. I have posted sporadically, but I have posted over the years. There's a lot of videos that are privated, but they're like because of different reasons, but there's like, they were very much showing my life, whether living in Toronto years ago or my hometown. I've got videos that were vlogs of talking, many talking vlogs like this, vlogs out and about. My paper journals section has been what the hell? Okay, that's not in the apartment. Well, what is it? Anyway, the cat went running. I saw a cat go running, but I'm like, what is going on? Could be, sound like outside, but anyway. The videos I've done the best on my channel, though, despite like sharing Toronto and that, maybe not in the best way because I don't have great editing, or they were too long or too short or whatever. The videos that do the best on my channel have been my paper journal videos, my journaling videos. For context, again, I have journaled since I was 11 years old. I'm a sporadic journaler, but I am currently on paper journal number 44. This is it. I still journal, but I have not journaled very often lately. I've tried. I did for a couple days at the beginning of the month. The last time I did was December 7th. I've pasted in a lot of things. You know, I'm still doing this, but I've had a lot of stuff going on recently that isn't just mine to share, so I can't elaborate, but I tend to deal with stuff either by sharing it, writing about it, or not. Like, I shut down. And that's not uncommon for other journaling people in the community. You either get too depressed or sad or anxious or whatever to be able to write, or writing gets you through it. I have decided to do other things, which brings me back to the whole GTA online racing videos. Um, First of all, no, going back to the journaling, I didn't stop being a paper journaler just because I've blasted my channel with all those videos. First of all, I want to apologize for the amount of videos, but I learned from the Twitch thing that the videos expire and are deleted after 60 days, and I started streaming or whatever it's called, about a couple months ago. So has it really already been that long? When I started doing that, I didn't know that they would be deleted because it says, we keep past broadcasts. So I finally decided to do it, and I put them all, I just started to export them, and I exported as many as I could at a time because, I want to get it done because I had a feeling it might affect my channel. I just didn't know how much. I mean, clearly I'm not monetized, and I haven't had a huge, my channel isn't like big time or anything, considering the years I've been on, but the people who've watched, it still matters to me that people have watched, and that's cool, So to see people leave, I feel bad that perhaps people are really, but if it is the journaling community that's leaving en masse, I understand. Or if it's just other people, that's too many videos, I understand. I mean, I unsubscribe from channels all the time. Sometimes no reason pops up into my email box. I'm like, oh great, another email, delete, unsubscribe. So I'm not saying, oh F them. I'm just saying I get it. It's fine. I especially get it with how many videos I posted. I totally get it. So for those who are still curious, that stuck around, even though they're probably like, what the heck is going on? I want to explain the GTA racing thing. When I was going to turn 40, I had this like midlife crisis kind of thing. It was also tied to some stuff happening, undertones, but I wasn't, it's not that I've never gamed. I have video games on my computer from Steam. I used to always have Duke Nukem 1 and 2 on my PCs. And I used to play Nintendo, and I used to play Atari and all that stuff. So I was born in the late 70s, so of course I know about video gaming. But when it came to the PlayStation, I did not play it. I lived with somebody for several years who would play it every day, and it was kind of like, I knew it was their outlet, but I was kind of annoyed by it, and I thought the game I didn't like it. But like I said, before that birthday, I just said F it, and I decided to start racing. It is a component of the game that maybe some people don't realize is there, that it's not just like Grand Theft Auto Online isn't just about killing and robbing and all that stuff. It isn't about that necessarily. There are games and adversary modes and all that stuff and skills you can have for that, but I started out just racing. It was, I think, I didn't know it was double payout, but I think it was ISSI Racing. I started out with that, and then the ISSI joined with the Hot Ring circuit in that July. So it was June I started, and then before my birthday. My birthday's in July, and then I just kept racing. And there's a whole community of people, and you can see the controller in the back, but people use headset. So I didn't get on headset right away, but when I did into the Hot Ring community, you end up talking to people, and there's drama. It reminds me a lot of AOL days. Oh, it's like wet snow falling now. Um, I just, yeah, I was racing, and it gave me a sense of connection, but also racing as distraction. I mean, often I would race with just music on, listening to music and not listening to anybody. That was probably a healthier thing for a while there because I've gotten into quite a bit of trouble on the game. But yeah, but it's there's something just about racing. I enjoy it. I really like it. Now I stopped for this year in at the end of June. Um, my partner left to go to work at it for a new job in a different location. My encouragement, and I told him to take the PlayStation with him. I had exhausted myself with some drama in the community, and I was just like, I don't even need this game. I don't even care. It's fine. I deleted everybody. I deleted myself, basically. I didn't delete the character. But I just like, you take it. I'm fine. And I was. For a couple months, I did not have a PlayStation, and it was probably best that way. Watched a lot on Netflix. Um, Told myself I didn't like racing, but I would watch somebody would other people live stream as well, especially on YouTube, and I would watch their live stream when it would come into my email box, and I would just watch the live stream, and so I still liked racing, and I liked watching racing, and I watched. I still was interested in it. Some other drama stuff happened, and people were saying some rumors about, oh, her husband left her, oh, she's on drugs, oh, she's dead, oh, she blah 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 blah, all these like stupid rumors. And I don't know why it is that sometimes the negative stuff brings people up, but I was like, well, I'll show them. And I got a PlayStation, and I went back on the game. So that answered questions about whether I was still alive, but um, yeah. Anyway, and then I started racing again. But this time when I started racing, it, I just, it wasn't long before we talked about Twitch and Prime and, Amazon Prime as this Twitch connection. And I started live streaming it. I was like, well, if I'm going to race, if I'm going to spend so much of this time doing this activity and other people stream, why don't I do it? And I don't keep every time I play, but I just thought it'd be a good way to do it. So I've done it, and I've been, the Twitch channel already. I don't know. I don't understand it still, but I joined a team that invited me to join them, so they like have other channels on my channel. Oh, it is snow. Oh, well, maybe I should go. No, I probably won't. Anyway, other people are on my channel when I'm not broadcasting, I guess. But other than that, I don't know what that will do. So ads run on my Twitch stream, but not on the videos when I'm making them. So that's cool. I'm like gripping my paper journal because I'm nervous. So yeah, this is a part of, like, my channel has been all over the place, right? It's been journaling and that, and veganism and my life and vlogs about WSIB, vlogs about gosh, like all throughout the years, right? So, and I've got them in playlists for categories of years. I mean, I've got music festivals and art things, and like, this channel has been very eclectic the whole time I've had it. I've not had a singular focus. I did look at analytics in the past several years and realized, oh yeah, no, the journaling videos do better. That audience is more invested and more interested in what they share together. And I'm aware of that. I was aware of that, but I never decided, you know what, I'm going to make videos then that are just about my journals. I'm going to bring out all of my old journals and read them. I'm going to journal no matter what, because that's what will get me views. I never did that. And I don't think I ever can. I don't think I ever can do one specific thing for my channel because of views or anything. I mean, it's partly, I guess I don't want to succeed. I guess I don't want to succeed at something. I don't know. It's just because I do so many different things. Oh, the snowflakes are coming right at the window. It's actually really pretty. So I can't satisfy everybody. But I wanted to say, I'm not stopping. I haven't shut off all that part of me. It's not like right beside where I'm sitting is the book that I still try to read. I still try to read books, but I haven't done very well at that either. My paper journal, my pencil case, the thing for bills. Behind me is books. My camera. My phone has been broken in different ways. I need a new phone next year, but I take pictures still. Most of them are just balcony views because I don't get out enough, but I have my other interests. This year was a big year in that I got published and paid for my poems and paid to read my poems in a public venue, like in a venue, and got to read the anthology, the people who put together the anthology. I mean, that's still all part of me. And clearly by the vlog every day, which I only did for 2 days. Well, I did it for 3 days, but deleted the third day because I was like, oh gosh, I'm still so freaking depressed. I still have this wanting to talk to the camera thing, but I'm like, gross, I'm ugly. I can't. I didn't, whatever. All the reasons that just I never pursued my ASMR ideas, which on my phone I have them written down, the ideas I've had for vlogs regarding ASMR or videos. I don't know, depression and anxiety and just stuff like that can affect people in different ways, and my way, it often inhibits me from doing the things I most really enjoy, and I just sort of go to bed and have nightmares instead. Just sleep and have nightmares. Not laughing off. It's just, it seems to be right now on my mind is still this part of my nightmare last night or today. And it was this extensive house of various rooms, going further deeper into it, and then there was this guy who had a weird eye. And it's just reminding me of how I've been feeling about my eyes recently, my sight and my just different things. Just different things. That's just random thought. But yeah, I'm still me. I'm still here. I will not be flooding my channel with the GTA videos, the racing videos all the time. It's just that I am trying to export over the older ones and some of the new ones. I posted from last night. I am trying to get those over to my channel before they're deleted from Twitch. They are in their own playlist, just like there will always be a playlist for the paper journal playlist, and this one will probably go in the year one, so for normal vlogs of talking. So yeah, I hope that sort of explained or said, I do apologize for flooding the channel with such an extensive amount of videos. And I also want to talk about the gaming racing culture as it is as well. It can be toxic, abusive, and horrible. People can say really terrible things, and you're talking about people from everywhere, and it's like a melting pot, but then some voices get heard more than others, and a lot of awful things get said. And in some of those videos, I have the mic on. If I plug in my headset, then people can hear what's being said in the game. That's not my mail alert from Doctor Who. See, I'm still a Whovian as well. See, I mean, I'm still, people are varied in their interests. But, so about that, like, that's not my first experience with online toxic culture. I mean, I used to sit in an author's lounge chat room on AOL, and there would be that as well. And Yahoo as well. And, it's just how it is online. It doesn't mean it's okay, but being a female gamer tends to bring about different things. And then being someone who's not as young can be something. And also there's the I don't know, there's so many variables to what happens there. So I'm always mean, but sometimes, my meds kick in. I can be mouthy. I can, it's part of, it depends who you're around, and there's different things. There's different things that go on, different cliques, and, it's just humans interacting. I don't want to get too deep about it, but I think a lot of people are lonely and or have different, I get the escape part, and different people some people would just like to say that they just enjoy racing or the video game, but, the fact is we're all deciding to spend an enormous amount of time together, and, like last night, I left in the second playlist for F It Friday, where it's wrecking, and crashing and wrecking. And Saturday, there's another group that does that as well. But I had to go to sleep because I was really tired, and my medication had definitely kicked in, and I shouldn't fight it if I really need to sleep. But I ended up listening to somebody's live stream while I was sleeping, while I was falling asleep. And I woke up at 5 a.m. and they were still racing. And I don't know, there's a comforting thing. This isn't a new thing. There's lots of people. It's a very popular culture of people watching people play video games. It's been a thing. My husband would do that. If he wasn't playing video game, he'd watch Let's Plays and Rooster Teeth and all that. He'd watch them, and I'd be like, "Why are you watching other people play video games? Like, why?" It seems so stupid. But then I think of when I was younger, I'd watch one set of my parents play Super Mario 3, I believe. And not only because I didn't get a chance to play often, but I would watch them play. And I also remember my mother's mother, my grandmother on my mother's side, she would play video games. We'd go over to her house on those big family dinner days or just visiting, and she'd be playing the Super NES games, and you just watch her play. And then there'd be horror movies in the other room on TV. No wonder I have those interests, I guess. So this isn't so far away from who I am. The difficulty for me can be the racism, intolerance. There's always put downs of women based on looks. There's homophobia. There's always something bad said about what I would call sex workers, which You know, sometimes I've spoken up, other times I just, because what is there to say? People have a lot of assumptions about people. People assume things based on economics and all this stuff, stuff about addictive behavior, which I find interesting given that many people are on the video game a lot, and that in itself could be seen as an addictive behavior. But when people are criticizing other people for their ways of coping, I find it interesting. I don't know, maybe I will write about it someday as well, like my different perspectives about it, or maybe I'll just play the freaking video game and have my collection of hot ring cars, which are based off NASCAR, and get my Supers and my Sport. I really wish they'd come out with something besides the Italy GTO, because like the Issy Sport, it is good, but it still can't compete against the Italy GTO. And I'm just on a tangent. I'm just saying, I'm really tired of GTO or no option. Anyway, yeah, I've been gaming since, I've been gaming since last year on the PlayStation 4. And I like to race. And I've leveled up the character. I think I've doubled the character's level, I don't know, in my time of racing. Because I took the character from my husband, who has another character. I took the character over, and I'm that character now. And I like to race. I'm selling nightclub goods, and I try to do missions and stuff, but I was getting better with the like shooting part, because it's good to know how to handle that stuff, part of the game. And then when I went away for a couple months, when I didn't have a PlayStation, I just sort of lost that skill very easily, because it doesn't interest me that much. I mean, it can be fun depending on who you're playing with, but I usually die pretty quickly. I also don't know the controls for fighting generally, really. I'm not that interested in it. I'm pretty hyper-focused on the racing. The other thing I wanted to say is, there's a playlist in 40 minutes. That's a good timing to get that message. I wanted to say, one of the things I love most about the racing part, is creator tracks. This is an element. See, there's creativity. Shit. I'm like uncrossing my legs, so because it's freaking falling asleep, and I'm sorry. I'm in jammies, so there's this part of the game that I have a real if you're creative, you're creative, and if you're interested in certain things, you're interested in certain things. I'm often heard saying, "Look at the moon," and people make fun of me and they say, "Look at the moon series," but that's because sometimes, especially set to current level in racing, the stars and the moon in the sky, in the game sky, can be so pretty. And I know I get to appreciate the moon from my view here. Like, I've always taken balcony photos still. My Instagram has them. My Flickr has them. The moon over the city skyline, the moon over the lake, the moon as it goes around the apartment. I will miss that when I move away from here, but I mean, I appreciate aesthetics in the game as well. And with racing, it's not just the Rockstar, which is, they do GTA. It's not just their tracks that are fun to play. We do play them over and over again. It's also creator tracks. Now, anybody can create a track. I've created a few. There are some other ones created by my husband, who originally had the account, but I have created a couple that I like. I like the Head Above Water one. I think it's a good road course, but I don't get very much. People don't really care. So, but there are track creators that I really, really like. I like their tracks. I like the way their mind thinks. I like the locations they decide to use them, or the things that you notice that they put in their tracks a lot. And I have a few track creator I'm kind of a fangirl a little bit about it because I do like the time they put into it, or the thought, or the creativity, or the colorfulness. I'm a big fan of fireworks and fire. I like just I like how dynamic it can be and interesting. And the more I've raced, the more I enjoy the challenge of some of it. I mean, I'm not on parkour level, but I like. There are people that do parkour in the game as well. They have the craziest tracks for that, but I love it. I just love the creativity of it. I love the I enjoy it. I enjoy it. When somebody comes out with new tracks that are good, I like it. I like it. I like being in playlists. I like seeing these different tracks. I like seeing which ones are favorites. There's some tracks that we play so often or have that they become like a staple of playlists. You know, like we there are a few of us. There are some of us that have gotten to know or connected with various groups of people, and we don't just stick to one clique. We move around, or we get to know other people a little bit, and so you get to be invited to other track creators and their types of races and what they make, and I like it. So it is an escapism. It is still the midlife crisis because I spend far too much time racing to deal with stuff than writing or reading all the wonderful books I have around me. I have so many great freaking books. So many great books. Maybe it's a time management thing. Maybe it's a depression thing. Maybe it's oh, that beautiful snow. It's so weird. It's not going to stick because it's not cold enough. I don't know. I'm just explaining that this is part of me too. It became part of me. It just did. I would be racing and he would be in the bedroom reading, which is, I remember I wished he would read more for the longest time, for several years. And he did. The last year he lived here, he would often be reading in bed, and I would be out here racing. He'd make me a coffee, and I would race my heart out, and I would enjoy it. So now I've explained myself for over half an hour. I don't know if probably nobody will really watch this, and that's okay. I just had to explain myself to the long-time viewers that left. But if they check in because they see my face, they'll understand. Just to break it down again, I lost 23 subscribers with the uploading of GTA videos. It says 560% down. The interesting thing is, as well, my views have gone up by 33%, and my watch time has gone up by 20%. So I've got 119 views in the last 48 hours. That's more than I would get on a paper journaling video generally. But the paper journaling videos still do get views. Even in the last 28 days, my highest videos are my blank journal collection. Well, the top one was the vlog every day. Then there's my blank journal collection, writing in my paper journal, my blank journal collection 2016, my abdominal hysterectomy experience, plastic bag in a tree, which is from the early years, another vlog every day, wind blowing garbage, unboxing the letters of Sylvia Plath. I mean, these things still, but the highest ones are these racing ones. But no, journaling videos for the past thing, the impressions and the click-throughs and everything. So yeah, it's looking confused. My channel's looking confused. Mail has gone up because of the thing. The age range is obscured. I mean, Argentina. Wow, shout out to Argentina. Um, but yeah, I guys, I YouTube search is the highest, and the not subscribed is the highest because I'm sure this is probably not a win-win either way because there will be people who will watch for the GTA videos for the racing, and then they'll see this 40-something-year-old crazy-haired woman who has vlogged about hysterectomies, veganism, and journaling. What are you gonna do? You know, I'm still not going to do everything to please them either. I'm going to post what I want. If anything, having exported the Twitch video live streams has brought me back onto camera again when my vlog every day just stopped. So that's interesting. Like, explaining myself and talking about this has made me want to make a vlog. So I go figure, right? I mean, people are more than just one thing. And I think, like, I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't watch as much because I'm usually racing, but when I do watch the videos that come to my subscriber box, I watch a variety of stuff. I always have. I've subscribed to a variety of things. I watch a variety of things. And I noticed that, of course, successful channels tend to have one genre. You know what you're you know what you're getting, you expect it, and you get what you want. And I know that that's been very good for people. Very, very financially lucrative. I mean, gosh, wouldn't that be great to be able to make money from things you do with your time? But I just couldn't make that choice to just do that. It's not that I don't want people who watch my videos to like what they see or to want to come back. Of course, you know, especially with the personalized videos, yeah, you care. But it's still just my life, and it's still my channel, and my channel's been very... Look, the best I can do is have the playlists. My playlist, YouTube-wise. I'm not talking about, like, racing playlists. That's the best I can do for people who come to my channel. If you're interested in one thing only and you actually do want to see those videos, they will be in those playlists. I will probably still make journaling videos because I'm still going to journal. It's part of who I am since I was young. My interests still lie in letters and journals, and I'm still interested in literary things. My love for poetry is not gone. My love for self-expression and exploration of self and trying to just make myself matter in life, as far as, like, find meaning in all the things that happen to me. The way I express that is through photography. I mean, and I don't get views from that. I mean, I've been posting thousands of photos on Flickr for years, you know, which, tangent, I have been told I should sell prints, and I don't know. It's hard to, like, do stuff like that. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, maybe I should, you know? But, it's hard to monetize myself. And I'm on a platform that gets highly monetized, but I'm not here for that. I'm here for doing me. I like sharing what I can, but I've also felt in recent years, because of some things that I can't share, that there's too many gaps, and I don't know what to do with that. And that connects right to my journal, like in online and written journal, because I still have an online journal. I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an online journal, and written journal, because I still have an with the gaps, it can be hard to like know where to begin and know where to start again. And like my last vlog, 1st December, I was a freaking mess. I'm doing a bit better now, but that's because, well, I'm not quite. There's a few things. Because there's more resolution in one thing. I've come to terms with a couple things that are going to happen next year, and I'm also I'm getting through. So I'm trying. I have a lot to sort out with things. I'm facing the fact that I am going to move back. I'm facing the fact that there are compromises you need to make, but figuring out how to balance what you still want out of life and what you need, with also considering those around you, including all this stuff. But with that said, with the energy I have to exert just to like day-to-day life, my mental health, and how I think about other people, to put that energy into worrying about people not watching my channel because I stopped making journaling videos the priority of this channel. I can't really. I can apologize that that I chase some people away, do that in real life, but I can also say, look, this is happening to the channel. This is happening. It won't happen as badly. I won't be exporting 100 videos in a day. I'm almost caught up with exporting what I need to, and then it'll be just regular things. I'll try to check in more, and I am trying to do more things that are part of who I am, but please allow me to get through my midlife crisis however I am. I deal with health, and I deal with like real life stuff for, within day-to-day living, and it's an outlet for me as well. And sometimes it brings me happiness, and sometimes it makes me sad, because of conflict or whatever. But there's stuff to it. There's connection, and I don't quite have enough of that out in the real world. And perhaps that's yet another side tangent to be talked about regarding gaming. But I can't force myself to do something like make a journaling video that will, I would share my blank journal collection, but I've not updated it since the last time I believe I made a video. I have not wanted to buy more journals. I've wanted to be able to use them first. So that's the update. Come back if you want, but I get it. That was a flood of videos, and it won't happen again. I imagine if anybody did have me coming to the subscription box, that would have been completely overwhelming. I'm sure it would have done something. I get it. And for those who are new here and are watching these videos wondering about the person behind the character in the racing game, I am a human being. I have been on YouTube for a while. I have other aspects to my life besides the video game, besides what is shared on the video game, besides what is spoken of on the video game. There are still things I do not talk about, or things that people won't see. And that's just how it is for now. I don't know what will change. Perhaps if I'm going to make another update video, I should put on a bra. But thanks for listening. If you're someone from videos. I got a Christmas card that I'm very thankful for. I also got a package in the mail today. I was kind of like, wow, I got a package, but it was a wrong address. It was a package for somebody else. It was nice to get a key, though, for the package box, but it wasn't for me. Take care of yourselves, and I'm still here. I'm getting through, and I'm gonna go race now. So